what do we have here? My new friends are awake. Batman, we've met before, plenty of times. And I've seen your associates before, but never had the pleasure. Well, maybe you, Robin. A time or two in passing, a joke here or there, fleeting moments, I wish there were more. And Batman, who's this fine lady here? Gorgeous, beautiful, always loved a good blonde. This isn't the Dr. Chase, is it? And not in your company in a professional capacity. Is this a romantic entanglement? Precious. Well, what a trio I have before me, and with all of you sitting here, bound not only by my entertaining personality, but those fun ropes around your wrists, ankles, waists. Well, what are we going to do with such a delightful assortment right now? I know. You will battle for your lives. All three of you. Bats, you're going to be the leader. I'll ask you riddles. You answer. You two, Dr. Chase and Robin, will remain bound and gagged. Boop. No joke answers. But you two can still participate in the game. Wriggle desperately. You know, try to talk through your gags. All muffled. Not answers, no, but think more along the lines of pleading for your lives. It'll encourage old baddie here to really think about his answers before he just blurts the wrong thing out. Your lives are on the line. If my riddles aren't answered correctly, then it's lights out forever. You understand, Batman? I think we'll do Dr. Chase first. Then I'll take out Robin. And then you. After you've had to watch the others. Go night-night forever. So, are you up for the challenge? Fight for your lives, or remain here, tied up forever, where you would eventually expire. But this way, you have a chance for freedom, don't you? Great. Lovely and excellent. Batman, you're up. So, stringy cheese is called string cheese. But what do you call spring cheese? Time's up. What's the answer, Bats? What's the answer, Bats? What's the answer, Bats? Anything. Give me anything. Come on. Even if it's a silly answer, come on. Sorry. That's incorrect. You got it absolutely wrong, Zoe. The answer was a mousetrap. Sorry about your luck, pal. Actually, sorry about your luck, Robin. You know, you're not going to perish just because of one wrong answer. What I'm gonna do is scoot you a little closer to the edge of that pit there. Uh-oh. Batman, beware. Robin's hands are bound, so he's not going to be able to hold on to the edge of that ledge if he happens to go over. I think I see one butt cheek hanging over. A couple more wrong answers, and he might just be fish food. Okay. maybe you're not handling the stress of the situation too well right now. So let me give you an easier one. And keep in mind, the lovely Dr. Chase is on the line for this one. And you wouldn't want to see that gorgeous face twisted up in horror with disappointment if you fail her. Isn't that right, Dr. Chase? That's right. She can't speak. She can bite down on that gag a little bit, but can't speak, can't help, no hints. Poor Dr. Chase. Okay. An easier one for you, bats. What's black and white and red all over? Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. 3, 2, 1. Answer. No, not a newspaper. How elementary. Everybody says that. Do you know what that answer indicates to me? A lack of imagination. You're just parroting what you've heard before. I call it a doll string response. You didn't use your brain. You merely parroted what you've heard someone else say before. And you can only say what someone else has said before. Much like when you pull the string whoop on the back of a doll, and it only says what it's been programmed to say, just as you have been socially conditioned to answer that riddle with a newspaper? Boring. No. Do you know what's black and white and red all over? It's a penguin holding its breath. See, a much better joke. Oh. Now look at the tears in Dr. Chase's eyes. Oh, a genuine damsel in distress. And now look at this, bats. You have indeed put her in distress. Oh, no, no, no. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to move this plant closer to the esteemed Dr. Chase. Oh, a light lady. Yes. Now it just looks like a normal house plant. It does. But this has been borrowed from Poison Ivy. Dirty lady she is, isn't she? Everything always covered in soil and fertilizer. I'm afraid, Dr. Chase, if you do find yourself being freed from this situation, you're not going to be able to salvage that dress. Dirty, dirty, dirty. You can't play with anything from Poison Ivy's garden. She's just kind of a grubby woman, you know? I don't like that. I like to keep things clean around here. So now here we are, two friends in peril, and it's all your fault. You've answered incorrectly both times. You've got both your friends in such peril. Do you feel bad? Do you feel guilty? It's because you have no imagination, no playfulness. All work and no play have made the bats a very boring boy. And now, I'm going to need you to switch your mindset up. I need you to tap into that playful, fun center I know has been calcified and covered over by years of angst and bitterness. I need you to tap in to that tiny kernel of joy that's left and answer with that so you can get at least one riddle correct. Poor bats, poor bats, poor bats. Are we feeling tapped in? Excellent. So then tell me, how do you divide 5 apples equally among 7 people? Don't blurt an answer. Tap into that fun, playful side. You're not a very imaginative person, but everyone has a little bit of imagination. Try now to use it. If you need help, look into Robin's desperate eyes. Look into Dr. Chase's bulging, rimmed with tears. This is terrible. They're counting on you, Bats. So how can you divide 5 apples equally between 7 people? How, Bats? Do you have the answer in 3, 2, 1? You did it! Yay! Correct! That's right! You make applesauce! Yay! Wait a minute. You didn't answer using your imagination. You answered like that because you're hungry. Isn't that right? That old batty belly is rumbling. You've been tied up for so long, and you're used to having your every whim catered to. That's what unlimited money and resources will get you, I guess. A greedy belly that can't stand being hungry for too long. So, no. That correct answer doesn't count. So I'm afraid you have inched your friends that much closer to their doom. So Robin, if you will scoot closer to the edge. And old Dr. Chase over here, lovely lady. We'll just move this plant over here. A little closer. I know, those leaves itch. Toxic. Look at this now. Your friends are scared and uncomfortable, Bats. Alright. Okay. How about we do this? Because you're on such a bad streak. How about we do all or nothing? One final riddle, and I'll either release all of you, no harm done, we'll call it a wash, or all of you will be doomed. How about it, Bats? One final riddle, and it'll be the most important one. What do you say? Do we have a deal? Grand. All right then, Bats. Tap into those smarts, tap into that imagination, and tell me, how many bricks does it take to complete a 6-foot tall, 20-foot wide brick wall? I'll give you a moment to think about that one. I know you've never done any sort of back-breaking manual labor, but that's fine. No experience necessary to answer this riddle. And now, can I get a muffled whimper over here from Robin? He seems really scared. How about over here from the lovely Dr. Chase? A muffled whimper, some pleading. Come on, Bats. Your friends are counting on you. Robin doesn't want to go down that pit. Dr. Chase doesn't want to get eaten by that plant. I wish it was a Venus flytrap. Wouldn't that be so much more fun? Rather than this thing with vines and thorns. Yuck. I'd rather something big with teeth. Maybe next time. So, the pressure's on, Bats. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1, 0. So, bats, how many bricks does it take to complete a 6-foot tall, 20-foot wide brick wall? What is your answer? Dang. Nope, that's wrong. Dummy, it only takes 1. The final brick completes the wall. Duh. Oh, you tried, but not very hard, and not very well. And so now we have to say goodbye to Robin, to Dr. Chase, and most delightfully, we get to say goodbye, finally, to your annoying, smug, do-gooder face.